Yes, hello and welcome to this TELE product session about the eCap performance sensor, a brand new product. My name is Daniel. I'm the applications and tech guy here at Telecontrols. Usually with me, Patrick Huber, who is running our tech support department. So usually you ask him anything you would like in the chat, but today this is a recording. So if you have any questions afterwards, send us an email to sales@tele-controls.com. Now to start things off, we will be playing a short video. Ta-ta! And that is the main reason we're here. Our new performance sensor, eCap, just about to enter the market. And the reason why we created this, a smart man once said, "What's the point of IoT if your sensor is shit?" Now that wasn't Albert Einstein, but it was our head of sales, Apolinar Rivera, and we thought we'll start things off with a fun joke. So the actual reason why we created the product is what you just heard, we wanted to create a reliable, fast, accurate, and universal energy and power sensor that embeds into a lot of applications and environments in the industrial markets. With this unit, the eCap is pretty much measuring voltage, current, and gives you power values, energy values, frequency, power factor to your greater SCADA system. Now, the big question is, why the heck do we need data? And the reason for that is that without data, you're just another person with an opinion, apparently. Now, I always clustered into three sets. One is the data. So data is pretty much what is the voltage that we have on our motor, right? But that data is pretty much useless without you telling it when was the voltage value collected, right? So you need to enrich your data pool, which creates information. And ultimately, you also want to, add some of your, brain grease and knowledge to that whole application, saying that voltage level at that time was good or not, right? And where we see pretty much our new performance sensors at the data level, we're the ones that collect the data in an accurate and reliable way so that you can enrich it with your information and pass it on to your bigger, greater knowledge system, your SCADA, HMI, or PLC environment. Now, some of you might already know, that TELE is known for its monitoring relays and timer relays. So now usually, we try to embed it into a familiar framework where the Gamma series, our heavy-duty industrial monitoring relay, would usually come in this shape. You see the new product, the performance sensor, also has the same exact footprint, mounts on a DIN rail, and gives you the opportunity to adjust some values on the top of on the front of the product, right? So that's something that we try to keep the kind of ease of use, but also, since we're measuring electrical values and we're damn good at it for the past 60 years, we decided, that's a great base for the new performance sensor product. The new thing compared to a standard monitoring relay is that we actually, instead of giving you like a relay output that says, yes, this threshold was exceeded or the threshold was not exceeded, we now actually have the chance to give you an accurate representation of that value that we're reading in. And then we're passing on that value through the integrated Modbus RTU interface, right? So that's what's new, not just having an on and off switch, but now having like the opportunity to say, hey, that's a good value. I want to receive like permanent flow of information to process it in my data system. Now, you might ask yourself, okay, cool, what does this new performance sensor eCap measure? It pretty much takes in single or three-phase voltage and single or three-phase current. For voltage, we do up to 480 volts AC, and for the current, we work with 5 amp current transducers that are connected to the product. And you do not need to connect anything else to the item. It's just the voltage and current wires, and you're good to a great start, because the product internally pretty much takes care of the rest. It calculates things like reactive power, power factor, consumed energy, kilowatt hours. You can read out frequency, active energy, and so on and so forth, right? Along with the voltage and current values, of course. Now, how does the eCap exactly work? pretty much we measure analog values like mentioned before, current and voltage, and digitally process that value so that it can be embedded in a greater SCADA or HMI environment. Now, some people might compare this to an I/O card of your PLC. I want to say this is the more flexible version of doing that. You can connect directly to the voltage and current values and be pretty much safe when you tie into the Modbus environment. And now usually the Modbus master would take over the monitoring part, while the eCap sensor will do the measuring part, and you can process pretty much those values through this very universal Modbus RTU framework to either send it to an IoT module and upload it into a cloud, or process it on site with your PLC or local control system. Now, while the eCap sensor collects all the values, we have customers that have either a PLC or an IoT module, as I mentioned. But if you want to really learn about your application, use the motor as a sensor, ask our IoT team how to do it. We have Igor and Peter who are great at what they're doing. They have a lot of applications expertise, and they're more than happy to tackle the next IoT project with you in case that is needed. Now, the eCap is a great product. Who do we target with this product? It would be manufacturing plants, HVAC industry for fan monitoring, critical infrastructure that needs to know where the energy is flowing. Generally, everywhere where there's an AC motor, we want to embed the eCap sensor with that, and also larger power distribution networks. And all that can be used to pretty much generate cost savings, see how much energy my factory or my application is consuming. It gives you insights into what the application is doing, and it allows you to pretty much track the performance of your pump, compressor, or equipment. And all those target audiences and applications, of course, lead to great target markets that we should go after, like industrial automation, renewable energy or energy distribution, and also generally the monitoring of production energy flow along with retrofit machinery. So if we combine all those parameters, that's a great asset to have, and it's very, very promising. Now, another thing that makes the eCap very unique, and we're very proud of that. This is one of the most accurate and fastest energy sensors and power sensors in the market. Collects up to 9,800 samples per second, right? So that's a lot of insight, and it gives you a very high accuracy, up to 0.01% in this case of frequency. The main part, besides the accuracy and the speed, are the usability. So TELE products are known to be very easy to use and simple to set up. And alongside the DIN rail mount, this product does not need to be powered up for Modbus register or Modbus settings. So all you do is pretty much have a screwdriver ready and adjust the front dials of the product, and you're good to go. And what that does to the customer ultimately, it saves them time, because they don't need to wire up every single product to the computer and pretty much have them set it up through additional software, right? We have a software that's optional, but the main target was letting people to just unpack it, adjust the front settings, connect it, and they're ready to go. And another nice feature is, once the product is installed and wired up to a PLC, you also don't need necessarily a software to tell it, hey, those are your current transducer ratios. You can do that through Modbus commands and through your PLC, saving you some power up and testing time as well. If you want to know how to exactly wire this energy sensor, we have a video online. You'll get the link on YouTube how the sensor is installed and how fast it actually works. And if you want to know more about competitors that are out there in the market, we created a competitive cross-reference sheet highlighting a bunch of competitors and telling you what the differences are. So if you would like to learn more about a specific competitor product that's not out there, let us know. We'll add it on there and kind of guide you in the right direction of how we compare to that product. That's what we love to do. Yeah, as I said, the tech features at a glance for the more technical people under you. We have here the accuracy levels. The accuracy, for example, for voltage is 0.5%, current 0.25%, and for the power values 0.5%. Now the cool thing is with a free software upgrade that usually comes out like occasionally, we are always working on making the product more accurate, more reliable, and so you would at the end of the day get even free software updates with this product, making the product better. And another cool thing is we have with this item integrated digital inputs and digital outputs, so you can also like have it more integrated in your PLC system, serving as like your I/O card, if you will. Yeah, and what we're also very proud of, it's made in Austria, like all of our TELE products, 100% made in Central Europe, in Austria, and that's where our headquarters is located for TELE globally. With this item, we're also proud to offer, a few handy setup tools like this front cover unit that allows you to pretty much seal the front of the product so no one can tamper with the Modbus settings. We also do offer the split core current transducers from our partners in Colorado. They're available in different current levels and also in stock, which is nice to have, and also the free optional software that I mentioned. And the free optional software pretty much is our firmware updater software that, as I mentioned, allows you to pretty much load up or upload the newest and most accurate software, if there's one available, of course, and the free troubleshooting or configuration software. And the configuration software is pretty much a tool or like an overview software that gives you like live values of current voltage power if there is some connected to it, but it also allows you to set, for example, current transducer ratios manually or adjust the zero offset point if you don't want to do that through Modbus commands or like remotely, right? And then there is the free firmware updater software that pretty much shows you what the steps would be to update the software of the product. And it's a really simple 5-step process that allows you to do that within not even a minute of your time. Now, how about sensing some energy? And how about making some money? Which is not too bad, how our little friend eCap shows here. Now, in terms of the price structure, we wanted to introduce you real quick to the part number of the product. It's short text, so you can upload it and kind of get it up and running in your catalogs or portal and your website. So it would be the G4SR 480 V5A 02CAA is the official part number. And for the direct customers, there is a special pricing structure that we recommend. In terms of list price, we have a list price of $475.16, and our distributor special prices, which are valid until December 31st, 2023, are pretty much as follows. So you can see here there's a good opportunity for a nice margin. And what we always say is, please do contact us when you have special requests for 100+ pieces. We're happy to work out some special discounts and price structures. But what we're very proud of until the end of the year is also we offer a free front cover to pretty much prevent people from tampering with the settings until the end of the year. So every box we ship out for this product will also include a free front cover. And to make it even more attractive for our sales force, so you out there, if you sell 20 pieces, you receive an eCap hat and t-shirt. That's fun to have. If you manage to sell 100 eCaps, you receive a duffel bag and a backpack from us here at TELE. And if you manage to sell 1,000 pieces until the end of next year, 2024, you will receive a free trip to Austria to see how the product is manufactured and to see the world's most livable city, apparently. So awesome things to have, and we hope that gives you also a little bit of motivation to focus on this eCap sensor. When you hear power meter, energy meter, we're happy to be your resource. And along with all the perks and goodies and benefits, our job here as a manufacturer is to make your life easier, and therefore we have thought of fun marketing materials that we will be sharing in a marketing kit that you will receive shortly. So you can pretty much forward the videos, forward the crossover list, work with email banners. Let us know if you need any special marketing materials for an OEM customer of yours or so. We'll be happy to help out. And Besides the standard marketing materials we have, we're very proud to offer a eCap starter kit, and that includes the eCap sensor. It includes a split core CT. It includes the front cover. It includes also the USB to RS-485 converter, so you can hook it up to your computer to see the live values on the configurator. And it also includes a mounting plate, so you can mount it wherever you want to mount it, pretty much. Now, usually that has a value of $700.36 altogether. You will get it for less than $350 until the end of the year. So feel free to let us know if you're interested in receiving one of those. We'd be happy to get one of those handy dandy boxes to you so you can get on selling as well. And one thing to mention also on the eCap side, the product is UL listed, so you will be able to tackle the Canadian and US markets with this unit. If you say, hey, this is super interesting for a customer of mine, feel free to forward it to your customer base or to people that might be interested. There is a webinar on September 12th and a webinar on September 13th that you can participate, or you get the chance to see the eCap sensor live in Chicago, October 2nd to the 4th at WEFTech. And that being said, thank you so much for your time. My name is Daniel. If you have any further questions, please send me an email to daniel@tele-controls.com, and we will be more than happy to work with you on this exciting product. Thank you so much, dear Radwell team. Bye-bye.